Amber, thank you. It is the last day of our back to school week here on KREM 2 Morning News. Each day we are visiting a different school district in our community to celebrate the back to school season. And this morning we are in North Idaho. Brittany Bailey is live at Coeur d'Alene High School. Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning, Jen. Yes, it is an early start. We're getting everyone waking up early with us on this Friday morning. We are at, as you said, Coeur d'Alene High School, home of the Vikings. Of course, we are borrowing gear all this week so that we can represent the districts or the schools we're at for the day. And again, today we are in Coeur d'Alene, and Superintendent Stephen Cook is joining me this morning. You yourself are new to this district, so I guess welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a great entrance, and I have felt so welcomed by this community.
And so you've been settling in over the summer for a couple of months now. First week of school, how's it going?
It's been fantastic. We have had just fantastic energy. The kids are going back. We have 17 schools, and it's been amazing how well the community has embraced starting the back to school this year.
And how do you as a superintendent sort of get your mind around all of those schools and students that you're kind of responsible for, and you have a vision for them? How do you do that?
Sure. No, we spend a lot of time talking about the needs of every child and making sure that we're providing an education that's relevant to them, and that gets us pretty well focused for the year.
And you had a little welcome video that you put together that I saw, and it was sort of a message to students and parents, sort of your thoughts on how you would like the school year to go. Would you care to share those?
Sure, yeah. No, it would be valuable for us to just think about being positive, being engaged in what we do, and just giving your all, give your best, and be part of this community. You know, we can do so much more when we work together and we're collaborative, and we provide the environment for kids to just excel and succeed. And it starts with care and compassion and holding them to high expectations, and give them the things that are going to make them be successful in whatever path and whatever kind of direction they want to go.
And I imagine at this point you've been in education for years now, and I'm sure you've seen it change over the years. I mean, the things that we're talking about, especially this week when it comes to education, we're talking about the well-rounded student, from the health to the food to the education to the classroom to the technology. What do you think? How do you think it's changed over the years, and what do you think is the main focus now?
Yeah, this is my 30th year in education, and so today's kid, when you think about it, you know, the iPhone came out, what, 2007? So that means that most of our kids have had technology all their lives, and they're going to have a completely different adult life than we have had, and especially 30 years ago when everything was kind of focused on content area experts and teachers who knew their stuff. Now kids can pull it up through their phones, and so it's a different day, and our goal is to try to prepare kids for anything they might face. And that's a completely different goal than 30 years ago, when it was try to just pour as much information and get them ready for a society that we kind of understood. My gosh, you know, in 30 more years, what will these kids face? And that's kind of the challenge of educating today's kid, is getting them ready for a world that we don't even know and understand what it might look like.
It's kind of a scary thought, though, but you're ready for the challenge, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm having a blast. This community has been so kind and have embraced me. I am just grateful for the opportunity, and we're going to have a great journey together, and we're going to do everything we can on the behalf of our kids, and we're going to love them. We're going to hold them to high expectations, and we're going to do great things for them, and hopefully we can get each and every one of them to their goals.
I got to say, you clearly have really made the community your home and absorbed everything, because you were saying you didn't even plan this. What are you wearing, though?
Oh, I might have matched the colors tonight for Coeur d'Alene High. Go Vikings, right?
See, that's how into it you are now. Yeah, Thank you so much for getting up early and joining us this morning, and good luck with the rest of the school year.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Glad to be here, Brittany. Thank you.
Well, we have plenty more to come from here at Coeur d'Alene High School, talking with the Key Club later. We're going to talk football. We're going to talk with the principal, who has kind of a good tie to this school. We're going to explain all of that coming up throughout the morning, but for now, Jen, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Brittany, thank you so much. Again, at Coeur d'Alene High School this morning. Amber, thank you. Coming up on 5:32, it is the last day of back to school week here on KREM 2 Morning News. Each day we are visiting a different school in the district, in our school districts in our community, to celebrate the back to school season. And this morning we are in Coeur d'Alene. Brittany Bailey is at Coeur d'Alene High School. Good morning.
Good morning, Jen, and good morning again, everyone. We here, as you said, are at the Coeur d'Alene High School, home of the Vikings, and I'm here with the big man himself. He's so tall compared to me. We're talking with Principal Brett Heller, and you are new this year as well. And so we've just talked to the superintendent who's new. You're new here, sort of, but we'll explain that in a minute. So how's the year going so far?
Fantastic. This is a great place to work and a great place to raise kids. So my family and I are grateful to be back in Coeur d'Alene, and this school has been super welcoming. The kids have been awesome so far. The staff is amazing. So it's been great to be here.
Did you have to do a little bit of crash course studying over the summer to get up to speed here?
Yeah, changing districts, changing schools takes some time, and still working on learning faces and learning how each district does things differently. So definitely spent a lot of time trying to study up what Coeur d'Alene's about now as opposed to what it used to be. And so, but yeah, I feel like I have my feet under me now and we're moving forward. It's great.
And you know, you're not really starting from scratch because explain your tie to this school.
Well, I graduated here in 1993. Before there was 2 high schools in Coeur d'Alene, I graduated and was a student here for all 4 years. My family is here. My wife's family's here. So this is home. We've been down in the Boise area for 17 years, but this was home, and it was time to come home.
And by the way, we do have, thankfully, you shared your senior photo with us from way back when that we're going to show everyone. So we've been doing that. We've been doing throwback photos this week. So thank you for taking part in that. Was it hard to release that to us?
No, I sent it to Scott pretty easily. I shared it with the staff in our first meeting. I told them that I must have been 12 in that photo. I think I was a child prodigy at the time because I look really young in that picture. And they asked me if I still had the coat, and I said, I don't, but if I did, it wouldn't fit me anymore.
That's okay. A lot of us can say that now. Well, you've seen, I'm sure, so much change. We were talking about that since you were here as a student. Now you're back as principal. But even in the past year or so, a lot is happening here. Tell us about that.
Well, our voters approved a bond measure that allowed us to build 8 new classrooms, a new gym, a gym entry, new weight room, new wrestling room. So all that construction is underway. The 8 classrooms are finished. Teachers are using those. Students are in there now. We'll see those later today. And then the gym, the new entry, all of that is going to be opening in November.
And what is that going to mean to have no longer those portable classrooms here? Everyone has a solid classroom now. You're going to have a brand new gym and entryway that's going to be great for students. What does that mean for school pride here?
I think anytime you can make the school a better place for kids, getting rid of portables is huge. We needed to get rid of those portables. I know that's a goal for our district, is to slowly get rid of those across the district because we don't want kids going outside to go to classes. We don't want them being in these trailers, for lack of a better word. So they're in real modern classrooms that have state-of-the-art projectors. They have all the technology they need to be successful. And then this gym entry, once it's done, is going to be amazing. People are going to walk in here. Our students are going to walk in here every day with this sense of pride that this is their school. And they do that already, but this is going to amplify that even more.
And then just finishing up here, do you have sort of a message or a goal this year for the students?
Well, our number one goal this year and probably every year that I'm here will always be having a safe, supportive, and positive school culture. We can't do anything else unless we're taking care of each other and taking care of our students and making sure that this is a place where they want to come to school and where our staff wants to come and work. So if we can accomplish that first, then we can do a lot of really great things. We have other academic instructional goals that we can talk about as well, but really for us right now, it's making sure that the school culture is as positive and supportive as possible for our students.
Well, you've almost got one not quite full week under your belt. So good luck with the rest of the school year. Thanks for getting up early with us.
Thank you. It's been great to be here. Thanks.
And thanks for the senior photo. All right. We will be back here all morning long, but we'll send things back into you now, Jen.
Yeah, that senior photo was great. I liked the jacket that he was wearing.
Yeah.
Amber, thank you. 6:04 now. It is the last day of back to school week here on KREM 2 Morning News. Each day we are visiting a different school district in our community to celebrate the back to school season. This morning we are in Coeur d'Alene. Brittany Bailey is live at Coeur d'Alene High School. Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning again, Jen. Yes, we are here at Coeur d'Alene High School in one of the brand spanking new classrooms. And I can't help but take a moment, by the way, go Vikings. How cool is this jacket that I get to borrow this morning? But I also can't help but show what I think is a real sign of the times. This is on the board in here. You can follow the Student Council on Instagram. That's where we are as far as where we are in the modern world right now. Principal Brett Heller joining me once again. Now, tell us what this was where we're standing just 6 months ago.
This was a parking lot, and there were portables out here, portable classrooms out here. So students had to go outside and head to class. And so now, instead of having to brave the weather and be outside where they're not nearly as safe in between classes, they're able to walk down a hallway connected to the rest of the school and come into this beautiful new classroom.
And that was a big deal to have every single classroom contained indoors right now.
Absolutely. I mean, that's we live in North Idaho, so weather starts to hit soon, and we want kids to be able to stay inside, stay warm for their classroom, and not have to go outside and face the weather, and it's just a better place for them to learn.
And in here, they're learning with lots of fun, cool, new technology. Let's talk about what's above your head there and what it does.
Yeah, so new technology as far as projectors. The old projectors that would mount halfway down in the middle of the room and shoot across the room. This is what they call a short throw projector. It projects right here onto this whiteboard space. It does more than just project. The old days of mounting a big smart board or a board that was interactive, those days are gone. This projector allows this whiteboard to turn into an interactive board, so kids can come up and actually manipulate what's on the board. The teachers can do things with that. So it allows these kids to experience the latest in technology right now as students, so that they're more prepared with what they might see as they leave the high school, go off to college, or whatever industry they choose to go into.
And, you know, touching on that, we were talking about this earlier. It's not just about having the newfangled gadgets. It's because it's important as they go on in their careers, right?
Yeah, anymore, careers, no matter what they are, they're asking you to do things digitally, paperless, and that's just becoming part of the world that we live in. And so we want to prepare our kids to enter that world as citizens and be successful. And so as they go into college, they're going to be asked to turn things in electronically. So we're doing a lot of the same things with our devices. So we have the Chromebooks in every classroom that allow students to do that work in class, turn it in digitally, and really start to be successful in the ways that the industry and the colleges are asking them to be successful.
And let's move on and talk about these Chromebooks that now you're almost to the point, not only here at the school, but the goal is to have every student in the district, almost 11,000 children, I believe, who will have a Chromebook assigned to them, essentially.
Correct. And right now we're at the point where these are mostly in classrooms for us. So kids walk in and there's enough for every student, and then they go to their next class and there's that same opportunity. So we're close to one-to-one in that regard. You know, the process of actually getting these kids to actually walk around with a Chromebook, that's another goal for the future possibly. But we are close to where no matter what classroom they go into, they're going to have access to that technology and be asked to utilize that technology in different content areas and in different ways.
And that's something that's totally new. With, let's say 20 years ago when you and I were in school, that didn't happen.
No, it did not happen. That wasn't a thing. We were talking earlier that I did typing on a word processor when I was here at Coeur d'Alene High, and now these kids they're living this all the time. So it's just that the typing skills, all those skills that we used to do in a specific class are now embedded in kind of everything they do all the time. And that's a better way for them to learn.
Well, thank you for introducing us to all of this technology. And I have to point out, we were talking about these whiteboards. There are 0 chalkboards left in this district. Can you believe that?
No, I can't believe it. But yes, I think the last ones were pulled out during one of the elementary schools they remodeled just this spring and summer. So they are no more whiteboards on the walls in the Coeur d'Alene School District.
Oh. Sign of the times. All right. Thank you so much. We're going to send things back to you, Jen, but we have more to come. We're going to be talking with some students coming up in our next couple of hours.
Oh, Brittany, thank you. Yes, times have changed since we were in school. Oh, just a few days ago, right?